Hello everybody, what is up? This is I'm back once again. Gonna cast some more Starcraft 2. Man, I love this. Just casting in between, little breaks in tournaments, little breaks in casts. Pretty good day today. And alright, here we go. Let's change my scene. Alright, up here in the top right hand corner of the map Daybreak, we have the blue Zerg player. It is Split. It's like a good Terran name. And in the bottom left hand corner of the map, the yellow Terran player, it is nucLeaR. Alright. I don't know if that's yellow or orange, but Daybreak. I really like this map as a Zerg player. These three bases, very easy to grab here. And for a Terran player, this third base spreads you out really far. I almost feel like Terran should be grabbing, not necessarily be grabbing a planetary there, but if they don't, they certainly need to bunker up, leave some units behind to defend from those Ling run-bys. Where the Zerg army, it's very easy for them to just use their quick units to go back and forth to defend, where the Terran army is much slower. The barracks going down here on 13 for nucLeaR. Super standard, 12-13-ish is the standard timing for that barracks. So nothing weird going on just yet. And we see Split going up to 15 drones. Looks like that drone is going to go down and drop a hatch. So very standard play. The scout is going out now for nucLeaR. And I like that scout timing. 13 gas, 14 gas is now down for nucLeaR. So he's going to be doing a little bit of teching, one base play. We're not going to be seeing a one racks fast expand or anything like that. Just some very normal, probably tech up to Hellions, as that is pretty standard in TVZ right now. Is he going to get this drone? Wow, very nice drone usage there. Could still get him. And oh no, he doesn't. Actually, last second pulls away. Orbital command is on the way. Oh, and he turns around last second and gets it. That is a hero drone. Chuck it up. A little bunker action is going down here behind the natural. Can he see it? He can't see it. Ooh, this could be very bad for Split, as can't notice that bunker. That bunker gets up, and this Marine makes its way across the map, and it is rallied all the way over there. This Overlord, man, that Overlord, he's just now going to check, and that's funny because he's just like, I guess I should. Oh no, he's not going to be able to see it. Oh no, that's just so bad for Split. nucLeaR dropping another bunker. He's going hard at this. The spawning pool, not even finished yet, just now finishing up. Grabbing two gas geysers, it says. Oh, he's stealing this one over here. He's going to come over here with the drones and get the drone pool. But that's more to mine. He's just now seeing these bunkers, and he's not reacting to it actually at all. This Marine is making his way across the map here. The drone's not noticing anything, and it looks like the spine crawler is now going down. The Lings are here, but will the Marine get in? It looks like he will. Drones have been pulled. Is they going to get the trap? Are they going to get the trap? They are. Good pull there. Great micro with the drones, and that SCV will die. So both of those bunkers are going to get salvaged. Nicely done there by Split to not take any damage at all. That could have been terrible for him. And as we were talking about, there is the reactor factory is going to be coming in. Sorry, talking over myself there. The reactor factory is now coming in. And we are seeing the bunker being thrown down there at the low ground, which means we will be seeing that fast expansion here. And there it comes. There's the SCV. Very standard timing. If you're not going to do that one racks fast expand, it's very standard to throw it down after the factory. Reactor timing a little messed up here by nucLeaR. Not getting that down exactly when it's able to, but that's okay. Two Lings are going to come up here and scout it out. Going to see the bunker. Going to see the command center building. And they are going to be chased away. Factory is going to go ahead and land down on that reactor. Now we'll see two Hellions popping out immediately. Anybody ever think it's weird that these Hellions can throw throw fire without needing gas? Just minerals create fire. Yeah, that's right. Starcraft science doesn't make sense, Blizzard. Doesn't make sense. Alright, Zergling speed is on the way now, as you can see right there. Going up to 100 gas and pulled off promptly. Marine is doing a little bit of chasing around somewhere. You can hear it. You can hear it. I'm not even going to try to find it. You can hear it. Alright, the Hellion is moving out here across the map. Going to go ahead and get some map control here. Another command center is going on down here, so he's going to be taking a very quick through the command center. And that Marine that was shooting at the gas geyser. Not that exciting, I know. Hellions in the middle of the map, sitting at the watchtower. Great map control out now for nucLeaR. He will have this map control and be able to deny that creep spread. With this queen change, though, where the queens are now up to 5 range, these Hellions won't be able to do too much damage. And actually, it's not long, I think, before Hellion openings are considered dead. And very nice here with the A move. Actually going to go ahead and still doesn't have him dead yet. There we go. Just now picked it off. I don't think we're going to see Hellion openers for much too longer because the Zerg wall is getting better. The queen range makes Hellions pretty much worthless in this early game scenario. Tech Lab is now going down on the factory, so we will be going to our Marine tank mode here, and the starport is now underway, and an additional barrack. So probably just Marine tank medevac, very standard TVZ composition here coming out of nucLeaR. Split not really declared a tech path, still on his hive tech, or his hatchery tech, hive tech at 8 minutes. Just now going to layer now, so we'll be seeing what kind of Zergy tech he wants to go for. These 3 Hellions, not the best idea for them to do that. Going to go down here and scout out the third, see if there is nothing doing down there. And I like this patrol with the Hellions. He's going to be able to stop any drone that comes down there. Siege tank mode is on the way, and stim pack is close to finishing. Terran grabbing all of his gases. Would like to see him menard some units down here to the natural expansion. Zerglings are en route. Let's check out the worker count. 50 to 34, so the Zerg has been doing a great job of droning hard. And let's see here, how is the infrastructure of the Terran doing? Medevacs on the way, barracks on the way. We're just seeing some Marine tank. Medevac coming out here. Baneling Nest is about finished, and +1/+1 has just been now started for the Zerg player. The Terran doesn't even have any engineering bays up, does he? He does have 1. Nothing researching out of it, however. Zerglings did come in here and clean up the Hellions, and that expansion is being taken by Split, so the third base is up and running. I like how the Zerg is starting to get his spread all over the map, starting to move Zerglings everywhere so that he can catch any medevacs that come into position. He will not be taken off guard by any drops. Baneling speed on the way as Layer Tech is finished, and we are seeing Hive Tech being thrown down, or not Hive Tech, I'm sorry. I get all excited. Infestation Pit Tech being thrown down now, so we'll be seeing some Ling Bling Infester. And that's becoming the new standard after Stefano kind of adopted that. Ling Infester, if you saw Idra versus Jinro at MLG Columbus, he really displayed some great Ling. Idra displayed some great Ling Infester there, actually. It was great control and really shut down the Hellion Marine Army from Jinro in that game. Go check that out, actually. MLGpro.com. 26 Lings are now about to pop, and Spire is on the way, so we will be seeing the Hive Tech. Boom, there it is. Call me a genius. Hive Tech is on the way, and we will be seeing that tech up to Greater Spire here. And the Zerg has pretty much gotten to do exactly what he wanted this entire game, and for that I'm kind of impressed. 64 drones to 52 SCVs. Terran player looked like he wanted to move out there for a moment, decided against it. Going to sit here outside his natural right now. Looks like he is going to move out now. Look at the Overlord, a little clumped up over there, but still with a good spread. Zerg should see this coming. Lings look like they were swinging in the position. Ling's going to go over here and do some scouting, a little run around, and all those Lings are going to get caught off on the outside of the map. 97 supply to 95, and it looks like the Terran player is going to go ahead and load up. That will get seen by the Zerg player if he's paying attention to the watchtower. All the Lings are rolling into position. The pickup was pretty good, but all those tanks are going to be lost here. The drop coming in, it is going to be seen by these great Overlord spreads here. 1 tank in good position. You're going to be able to take pot shots at any Lings that get a little cocky. Going to run right by a Ling. Does he scout it? He certainly does, but he's not pulling into position, actually. And he's going to run right through the OE farm over here, as we can see, but still not really moving into position, as if he's not paying attention to his minimap. Could be a bit of a blunder. These Lings are going to sneak out here. The drop in the main, it's dropping down here, and the creep. Zerg player just now recognizes it. Looks like he's pulling all of his units back way out of position, way too late. Going to get some free drones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Way too many drones are going down. Great play here. Would like to see him just focus the drones, actually. That's what he's going to do. And now he's going to go after the Queen. Now that's in a more vulnerable position. Going to pick up and get out of there after killing a significant amount of drones. 11 killed in that engagement. Cracklings are now on the way with that Adrenal Glands upgrade. +2/+2 on the way. What are these Marines at? These Marines are at +1/+0, so the upgrades in favor of the Zerg. However, the vehicle weapons are now upgrading for the Terran player, so it looks like he might want to make a transition into mech, but no, tons of barracks. So he just wants his tanks to be really strong, which I don't know if I agree with that decision. Typically want your Marines to be upgraded and then maybe get some tank upgrades if you have the money. Another drop did go down here again, finally killing the Queen and going to kill every other drone in this base. It looks like, no, he's going to get the pickup on most of these Marines and came back in for more. 6 more drones did go down. Very nicely done here, and he's just going to be annoying with this drop. Going to take these last 3 Marines, going to get some more drones here, and all the meantime, look at your mini-map. He is swinging into position. More drones are going down, and he's going to get the pickup. No, he's not. He's paying attention to his units here. But look at this. Mutas are now out to deal with that drop. However, the Muta is getting picked off by the Marine. Very nice micro with the medevac there, and the Terran is swinging into position here. Going to go ahead and looks like he's going to attack the third. The Banelings with their speed on. Creep rolling in, though. Is the split going to be good enough? Maybe. Split's pretty decent, but it looks like there are enough Banelings to roll over everything. Not a very cost-efficient use of the Banelings, but he did clean it all up. +1 flyer text is now done. Cracklings is just now done. +2 for the Terran Marines is just now started, it looks like, while +3/+3 for splits. Zerglings are on the way. Terran is going to go ahead and grab his third. Let's check out the worker count after all that damage has been done. 71 to 53, as you can see up there. Let's check this tab out for a little bit more visual appeal. 71 to 53. Holy cow, nucLeaR. Menard, some of those workers on over there, man. If you haven't heard me say this before, menarding is like when you move the workers from one expansion to another. And that was devised after the guy who first started realizing, oh, if you have equal number of workers spread across all your bases, you get more economy. Name was Menard. So, menarding. Today you learned, right? Today you learned. Another drop has been loaded up there. As you can see, Zerg starting to take his fourth in the bottom right-hand corner of the map. +2 flyer text is on the way. Would like to see the transition into Greater Spire. Doesn't look like he's going that route, however. It looks like he's going to stick on Ling Bling Muta. That's not a very good late-game composition as the Terran starts to take more bases and is able to just flood units at his opponent. Vikings are now under production. Vikings not very good against Mutilas. He might be anticipating a Greater Spire transition. I don't know if that's actually the best thing here. Look at the drop on the right side, bottom right-hand side of the map. It has dropped off. Looks like it will plan on going up here and picking off this fourth. If he can pick off that fourth, he would put the Zerg in a very bad situation. The third is now completely saturated. Would like to see the Terran take a fourth. Did go up here and is going to start taking out the fourth while the main army swings into the position. Zerg way out of position. Will he force the cancel? It doesn't look like he will. The pickup in time, however. And oh, look at that. Dropping on some of the Banelings. Very nicely done there by nucLeaR. Dropping on a Banelings, costing 1 Marine per Baneling. Not very well done there. All these medevacs are in the base just chilling. And while those medevacs will die, the unit's lost tab has to say something bad for the Zerg, and it does. About 1,000, 1,500 more resources lost for the Zerg than the Terrans. Very cost efficiently done there by nucLeaR. Looking at the supply, 176 to 152 in favor of the Terran player. It's never the spot you want to be in as a Terran player. And look at that Marine army. Now, but however, look at that. Holy, look at that army from the Zerg. Let's look at the army here. 95 to 103 supply. So the Zerg does have a stronger army technically. And it looks like the Zerg is going to want to go ahead and take out the middle here. Mutilas and Zerglings are going to take out those destructible rocks. Terran can see all of this, it seems. Yes, he can. So he is going to be really well prepared. Very good preemptive splitting is done here. And it looks like he is moving his units slightly more into position. And here it goes, maybe. Oh, nope, caught me off guard. 1 Ling is going to go in there and die. +3/+3 is done for the Zerg infantry. And +2/+2 is done for the Terran. Here comes the Zerg rolling in from all sides. Actually more of a frontal attack. The Banelings, not a lot of Banelings getting obliterated from the back by just a superior Marine count. Wow, looks like the Zerg is going to run over everything. The Terran, though, still has some Marines left. Everything will get cleaned up. That couldn't have been the most cost-effective here for the Zerg. Finally, some Vikings do come in, are going to be able to deal with the Mutalisks. Supplies as they stay at 141 to 103. While he cleaned up most of the Terran standing army, he lost most of his own army. Not very cost-efficient. 16 Lings are about to pop that Zerg macro, flooding in units. However, looking at the army tab, let's see, 68 to 45 the Terran with a stronger army. 17 Mariners at a time. And drops are going to commence here. for the Terran player. He's been very effective with his drop play in this game. By the way, this replay courtesy of /r/cast it. Big shout out to them for doing that, providing replays. It's so cool when they can do that. Big shout out to, I'll tell you who provided the replay after the game, because that's obviously a spoiler. But +3/+3 is done, +2/+2 with +3/+3 on the way. The ship, or the vehicle levels, +2 attack is just now about to be finished, so those tanks are going to be mighty good. A little drop patrol is running in over here, going to go do some havoc at the 4th. There are spine crawlers all over the place. Little burrowed Baneling didn't do a whole lot of anything. This queen will die as soon as he comes up. Or no, he's going to focus fire the hatchery that he weakened earlier. Very nicely done. Would like to see him pick up and get out of there, and that's exactly what he will do. Very nicely done. Caught me off guard. And here is the dropship coming in at the top left. Multi-drop, I guess you could say, here at the top. And the natural looks like another drop is going to swing around here. Again, those Mutalisks not actually going to be able to scout it out. The drop here in the main. Has this been scouted? I think he can see it. He certainly can. What kind of damage will he get done? Spine crawlers and spore crawlers in excellent position. And will he get that spore crawler? No, good. Actually, should just pick up and leave. That's exactly what he'll do. This drop down here, just keep it in mind. 194 to 127. Zerg making 17 Mutalisks. +3 attack is almost done for the Terran. +3 ground, +3 infantry armor is about halfway done. And all of these spine crawlers here are at risk. The medevac doing its job, pretty high on energy still. And here come the Zerglings. And what he's been doing, nucLeaR has been very cost efficient with his drops, and that he just doesn't let units die. There was another drop up here that looked like it didn't do a whole lot of damage, as you can see. Little dead Marines right off the edge of creep. However, the Terran is moving into position. Gonna get a good scan on all those mutas. Oh no, some mutas getting picked off right there. Not a good trade at all for Split, just moving his mutas over top of Marines. Not ever good. And was he gonna do it again? Oh, I thought so. 32 Lings are about to pop. 2 command centers are on the way, and it looks like he is going to start going into that orbital command, lose all my SCVs mode. And I like that out of Terran players, that they're starting to realize, hey, mules are pretty good, bro. And we see 26 Banes in production as the Zerg tries to go ahead and grab another 4th and a 5th. Had to remake the 4th down there. The 5th is right there on your screen. Some Vikings just chilling in the middle of the map. Would love to see the Zerg player make a tech switch. Not very good there. All these Vikings will die, but that's okay. I think he can afford the supply, actually. Wasted supply. +3 flyer attack is on the way for the Zerg player. These mutas are getting pretty strong here. They're going to be +3/+0. But Marines still very cost efficient against Mutalisks. Back in the Brood War days where Marines feared Mutalisks. 20 more Banes on the way. That will bring him up to 49. And looks like he might just go for the Great Wall of China crash here. Marines are dying. That 5th base not going to be able to be taken. Could actually get picked off by these mutas because there are so many. Going to roll in here to the 3rd base. The Terran army slightly out of position. And he's going to roll in here with all these Banelings. Are they going to get the crucial hit off on the workers? Kind of just hitting whatever. Not really using the Banelings too efficiently. Now he finally has them on move command. All these workers will die. Good trading there for Split as he takes the supply lead. Turrets taking out one muta, but all this 3rd base has just been ravaged. And the Banelings, oh, the Banelings are going to hit very well against the Marines there. And the Terran does have to pull back, and all the Banelings are now rolling in here for Split. Oh, a big pack of workers. All the workers will die, but is it too little too late? Does the Zerg player, or does the Terran player really need those? All these units are about dead here from the Zerg player's onslaught. 163 supply to 166. The Terran army has to be much stronger than that of his opponent. 117 to 79 it is. All that's left for the Zerg is just a couple of Lings and Billings in the middle of the map. So not just a couple, there's a lot there. But the Terran player doesn't really need those SCVs. He still has a ton there. He has orbital commands. He has tons of mules. He doesn't need those workers. Check out the workers tab just for fun. 80 to 49. So when you look at that supply tab, that's what you have to take into account. And so the Terran army is so much stronger than that of his opponent. +3/+3 here for the Zerg. For the Zerg melee, +3/+3 for the Marines. The tanks are up to +2/+0. And the Terran getting into a pretty okay position here. Here come the Lings, though, while the tanks are on siege, rolling it over everything. But hitting the tanks, that's not very cost effective. Banelings are not very good against tanks, and it looks like there are enough Marines to just deal with these Banelings. Yes, there are 122 supply to 114. The Banelings did fall there, and the tanks still around. So the Marines, the Terran still has something left. The Marines are still here, and all these Mutalisks will fall to the Marine ball that is coming in. All these Spine Crawlers are going to die. One of the 2 mining bases for the Zerg is going to die. The Mutalisks trying to make a last stand, not enough of them. So the Zerg now down to 1 base, 140 to 119 supply. Units being picked off as they pop. A bunch of Banelings are morphing right out here outside the natural of split. Going to lose units before they even pop from their cocoons. And it looks like the Terran is going to go in here. Got the dagger, just constantly rallying Marines and tanks. Going to go up here, up to the 3rd. No, what's he going to do? Going to roll around. He's caught on siege. These Banelings could get some pretty good hits, and it looks like they will. However, the reinforcements from the Terran coming in decently split, actually. Not very cost-effective use of the Banes. And it looks like the Terran has moved in here, now down to the 4th. 94 supply to 120. 10 Marines at a time. Terran with a 2,000 mineral bank. Zerg with only 500. Only a hatchery in production. No units. Now 24 Lings in production. Could just kill every single worker here, and it looks like it's exactly what he'll do. Still a whole other army over here, and he's just constantly flooding out units. I think the game is all but over here. 2 Banelings here are going to defend this base for the time being, but these workers can more than pick off 2 Banes. Good little preemptive splitting, trying to be very cost effective with his units, excuse me. This base will fall. The Zerg will not have a mining base. That base not even finished yet. That base is about out. 155 to 92 supply. How many workers have been killed in this game? Like 74 total workers have been killed in this game. Very impressive from both players. Constant harass. Great job. It looks like the Zerg is going to go up here and try to take this base now. Hasn't been scouted by the Terran. It doesn't look like it has been. This base very oversaturated, now starting to move some units over here to that base. Is there a burrowed Ling there? There's not a burrowed Ling. I think you just forgot about it. That's funny. Alright, looks like the Terran is moving in here. Just put the dagger in the heart. 172 to 94 supply. This base is going to go down. It's canceled. It's 75 minerals that he's not getting back, and he's very mineral starved. All the Banes are rolling and hit the tanks. That's not very good use of them. And there's just so many Marines here that all those Banelings didn't really matter. I think the lack of a tech switch from split is what cost him that game. Tried to stick on Ling Bling muted too long, and against that heavy Terran Marine tank style. Sorry, I'm like slow to speak. Against Marine tank medevac, you need Broodlords, and he just didn't have that. But thank you guys so much for watching this game. This has been I'mJermain casting SC2. Follow me on Twitter at I'mJermain. Email me your replays, I'mJermainSC2@gmail.com. And keep posting in the reddit.com/r/castit. Tons of good casters over there. And follow me on YouTube. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.